Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toontown D&D. Um, Today, I will be your DM, Inky, and this is my first time, but let's see how this goes. And with me today are my lovely, talented players. Please introduce yourself from top to bottom.
Hello, I am 18 Nicho, or Nico, as most of you probably know me, and I will be playing Kita, small cat child.
Hi, I'm Candlestick, and today I'm going to be playing Cassie.
Hello, I am Deedee Flowers, also known as Deedee, or Dee sometimes, and I'm going to be playing Saga, the Moomin monk.
Heck yeah. I'm so excited to be playing with these characters, honestly. Okay. Alrighty. Well, to get us started, I have a little intro. The city of Toontown. The sun rises on another cheerful morning in June. Lie. The hustle and bustle of the early morning rushes through the streets, along with the usual chaos, ups and downs that comes with living in Einquell. But sometimes you need a break from the chaos. Sometimes you decide that you need to get up significantly earlier than you would ever think or dream to, so you can go off to that fabled place that your grandparents, that guy at the coffee shop, and hip young tunes always talk about, the farmer's market. And not just any farmer's market. Today is the famed annual giant vegetable competition, where the best of the best spend all year cultivating the ultimate veggie, the final fennel tier, where people from near and far can come on over and look at huge, ridiculously shaped pumpkins, cabbages, cauliflowers, and carrots and think, wow, that's pretty big. You happen to be here on this day. Competition aside, there's a maze of stalls selling all kinds of things, from honey to jam to fruits to vegetables to bread to just cute little knickknacks that you buy for your ever-growing collection at home that you're running out of space for because they're just very cute. What are you all up to? What are your characters doing here?
Let's see, Kita would be just, aimlessly wandering, going, wow, that is a really big pumpkin.
Yeah, I think Cassie is similar. She's definitely feeling similar to how I'm feeling right now, which is sleepy but excited. And just trying to see everything as fast as possible.
Saga, I think, is probably just like she lives at the farmer. She loves the farmer market.
Oh yeah, I bet.
much. Yeah,
she is grandma, so she would be wandering
She
around.
is grandma. Oh, she knows every person at the stall, and she's like just checking up on everyone. And oh, I don't think we talked about this before, but I kind of want to say that maybe her wife is probably showcasing a giant gourd of some kind, and she's
Oh,
here for moral support.
oh, awesome! Oh, I love that. Okay,
She's having a great time.
awesome. Okay, now I I'd say you are all kind of just wandering around the markets yourselves, but is there anything that is there anything that you guys are all after? Oh, hello?
Let's see.
I was just
Is
doing
it-
a thing.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything Kita would go straight for.
Yeah.
They might grab something that grabs their attention.
Yeah. Awesome. But yeah,
Maybe souvenirs. Cassie tries to collect those in the different places she goes, so
oh,
she might stop by some of the souvenir stalls.
oh, awesome. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
No.
I just thought of a thing. I think Saga is again, there for moral support, but she's also like very like critically like assessing any of the herbs that like are like on sale, like any kind of herbs. 'Cause, like,
Yeah.
she's like
Big
she
on
would like
cooking.
big on cooking, yes.
Heck yeah. Well, all three of you happen to head towards that you've been kind of going up and down the whole maze of the market, and all three of you end up heading towards the very far back of it. And you all kind of converge, and this is where I ask if any of you have met each other before.
I
Uh,
don't think so.
no.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah,
And
I played a.
oh,
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I played a game with Nicho, but not like with Kita. So
not with Kita.
Yeah.
No. And you end up at a jam stall, a stall full of jars of jam, and I'd like you guys to make a perception roll.
Ooh,
First
perception.
roll of the game.
First roll.
okay. First roll.
Perception check, I should say. Whoop.
Da, 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 da.
Whoop. Yeah.
You said perception.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was higher than that. Oh well.
Okay. Wow. You guys all you guys all got it. At the jam stall, you kind of hear this kind of, okay, now all I have to do is go up and ask. They said to stay here, but all they have to do, I just have to ask. Okay, where would he go? But oh, and just the sound of like jars kind of tinkling a little bit, and her going, oh no.
I think Cassie is immediately going over because that sounds bad.
Do you say anything?
Yeah, probably a hi, excuse me.
Oh my gosh! Oh, hello. Oh,
Hi. I overheard. Did you lose someone?
So standing in front of you is a Hausen tune. She looks like a rabbit, and instead of clay, she kind of looks flocked. She kind of has this flocked kind of fur all over her, and she's kind of looking around, wringing her hands and paws, and just kind of going, actually, oh, I don't want to ask too much, but okay.
It's not too much.
My son, my little son, my little boy has gone missing. He knows to stick by me, and for the past few times we've been here, he's always been very good. He's stuck by my side. But I think maybe because we came here enough times, he got curious and decided to wander off all by himself in the market. But I know it's perfectly safe around here, but I just.
Hey, it's okay. I get it. And I can help look for him. Does he look like you?
Well, yes, he's a lot smaller and Hausen, like me. But he here's the problem. I was told to stay here just in case he came back. But I've specifically told him not to talk to strangers. And he is quite shy. He could be scared quite easily.
So I just thought I'd tangent a little bit and say that I don't think Cassie has met a horse in Toon before, and she's definitely fascinated and really is like fighting the urge to just touch the fur, but that's rude, and no, you can't just touch.
As she is saying this, Kita will have just finally gathered notice, finally walked over, and is just listening. And is just standing right next to Cassie.
Hello. Oh,
Hello.
You didn't overhear all that, did you?
Kita's just gonna nod.
Well, maybe the more the merrier. Yes,
Maybe he won't be as shy to me, because I'm also a Hausen.
Well, maybe. We'll see. Okay. Well, more hands on deck would be very helpful, I think.
Maybe could you give us something to show that we're not strangers and we're there to take him back to his mum?
She kind of roll persuasion, actually.
All right.
Do all of us roll persuasion, or just?
Has Saga started eavesdropping on the conversation? Oh, holy cow!
I don't think she needs help.
Don't think so. No.
Never mind. I think it's good.
She kind of gives a sigh, and she looks through her little jars, and she hands you, Cassie, a jar of pear jam, and she says, "I don't want him accepting things from strangers. But this is his absolute favorite this is his absolute favorite flavor. But if you could maybe not depend on that, I'd much rather him not be lulled over by just food alone." And she hands you the jar of pear jam.
Cassie will take it like she's accepting the most precious thing on earth, and then carefully tuck it into her hammer space.
Aww.
Yes. Kita
and then give a very, very serious nod.
Well, what does Kita do?
I was going to say, Kita, in an attempt to help to try and calm this lady, calm this grieving mother, is going to reach into their hammer space.
Oh, that gets it.
They're just going to pull out a little cat and place it on the counter.
Hello. Who's this?
That is. They seem to pause as they think. That is Mr. Snufflebottoms.
Hello, Mr. Snufflebottoms. And she just tentatively tries to scratch the cat's chin.
Yeah, they'll allow it.
Aww.
And I will say that this is just an orange cat with a red scarf.
Aww. And she's like, that's very kind of you. And she takes a breath, and she says, if you could find him, that would be wonderful. I've been told to stay here in case he comes back, but I would be much more at ease if there were more people looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
Saga's gonna like, cause she's been kind of like listening, but she's a moving a few words.
Yeah.
She's gonna kind of look at her and it's like, when my children were young and they wandered off, we had a special code. And if a stranger came up to them and said that code, they knew that the stranger was a friend of mine, and they could trust them. And she's basically talking about like this thing that like sometimes like adults that like if you're ever like a little kid and like you know, like you get picked up by like someone else comes to pick you up instead of your parents and like, oh, like, hey, the code is milk,
Yeah.
like, what it was milkshake or something, then it's like, okay, oh, you know my mom, so it's safe to go with you.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Like
So this house in Toon, she looks up at you and like she's a bit startled that she's being spoken to again, and she thinks very hard for a moment, and she's like, yes, that's a great idea. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. I should really say my name is Betty. Betty Huckleberry. I should have introduced you all to myself straight away, but I could I ask for your names, please?
Hi, I'm Cassie.
I'm Keita Tesla. Hello.
hey. Oh, you go ahead.
I've already said mine.
Okay. I am Saga.
All right.
My wife, Frida, is selling pumpkins.
Betty nods enthusiastically and like notably tries to start talking while you're speaking, Saga, but then just like it's like, oh yes, is selling. Yeah, yes, pumpkins. Yes, so but she she kind of goes, but she's kind of, Kita, you notice that she's kind of like slowly petting the cat to slowly calm down, and she's like, please, if you could find him, that would be fantastic.
What's your son's name?
Oh, his name is Henry.
Henry.
Yeah.
And
Cassie's gonna salute and go, you can count on us.
Oh, I certainly hope so. And with that, she kind of focuses all her attention to the cat, and her ears swivel as she kind of looks out around the crowd for her son. What would you like to do?
first thing Keita does is they pull out another cat. They pull out another cat and go, okay, the kid's name is Henry. I need you to remember that. And they just place the cat on top of their head.
Oh my god.
I love Keita so much.
Excellent.
Can Cassie pet the cat?
Yes. Which cat would you like to pet?
The one on her hat.
Yes, you can pet that one.
Cassie is delighted.
So you notice you guys have been have been in this market all morning, and it's pretty packed. You're kind of hard pressed to see much through the crowds, but there's enough space for you to comfortably pass by people. But if you were trying to look all the way to the other end of the market, you would have a lot of trouble.
Actually, I know my character's not very tall. How taller is everyone?
2'8", baby.
Oh no, we're all short.
You're all tiny.
Keep around 4 foot-ish.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Okay.
She's the same height as Cassie.
Okay. So all of you are quite small. Very interesting that you mentioned that. Are you three walking together?
Yeah, I'd say there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Biggest issue is that if we split up, we don't have any way to contact the other person.
Exactly, yeah. Yes, you guys start making your way down one of the rows of the market. You've all probably passed by this place before. There's a stall that's specifically selling apples, bananas, and tomatoes. And you can hear a heated conversation from one of the vendors going, no, we've specifically discussed that tomato is a fruit. Now, I don't want any more criticism of the way I sell things. I sell fruit. A tomato is a fruit. You will acknowledge that.
Cool.
And I would like you all to roll a perception check.
Yep.
I'm gonna say right here, Saga is very sympathetic to that conversation. Like she's had that argument with Frida many a time.
Okay. Saga, you've been sympathetically listening to this conversation, but before you can really pitch in, something catches your eye, just right next to the stall, and looking up at the awning of the stall. And you see that it is a small, a tiny Hausen rabbit, and he's simply just standing there and staring up at the stall.
Just being. I had the players say that. Saga does not. Saga, I think nudges Cassie because she's the one with the jar and kind of makes her way over to Henry. Excuse me, young man. Are you Henry?
Henry, well, this little rabbit turns to you and looks up, and he doesn't say anything, but he just stands still and looks at you. You have his attention.
Cassie's gonna come over. That was roll for hammer space, so yeah, she pulled out the jar, but she's not gesturing with it at this stage, and is gonna sort of like crouch down near him and go, we're friends with your mum. She's and I've forgotten the mum's name right now. But,
it's Betty.
Betty.
Betty. She's worried. She's looking for you. And we're here to take you back to her.
Henry doesn't say anything.
Cassie's gonna gesture with the peaches. She gave us this for you.
Henry kind of he's interested now. He's looking at the pear jam jar, and his nose twitches a little bit. And for a moment, he slowly kind of starts to step forward, and then you hear a loud voice going, "Hey, no, get you, stay still. And immediately he will turn to the direction of the voice, and then he will turn to the other direction and bolt.
Can I roll to catch him? Like,
if you want.
I mean, not catch him. That'd be weird, but like, catch up to him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would that be like dexterity? Would that be like dexterity or like athletics?
Do a dex save.
Okey-dokey.
I will say that as this is going on, Kyuja's watching this and they just turn to the stall and go, if a tomato is a fruit salad, could I put it in a fruit... If tomato is a fruit, could I put it in my fruit salad?
And the vendor turns to you and says, that's what I'm saying. It's just a different... Oh, wow. Holy cow. That's a great roll.
Monks, baby.
So Saga, you run to catch up with Henry. However, you hear a voice, and you manage to cut off Henry's path. But Henry kind of looks up at you, and his ears are cocked back, and he's trembling a little bit. And you hear the voice again saying, no, yes, keep him still. And you see 3 figures dressed in dark green rush forward for Henry. And Henry bolts again, this time into the crowd.
Could I roll insight to figure out their intentions?
You may try.
Cassie's just gonna shout at them, hey, what's the big idea? He's just a kid, and you scared him.
That is a dirty 20.
That's a dirty 20. You could see that there are 3 of them. One of them turns to look over her shoulder, and you can see she looks frustrated. She looks frustrated, and she's clearly trying to get something from this little kid. She's like, it's like, mind your own business. Okay, come along. And they dash away. But before you can pursue them, roll perception. Oh, wow.
The many eyes of Kita perceive all.
The many eyes of Kita.
I think Cassie is just fuming on the spot.
Yeah, no, understandable. Kita, maybe one of your cats starts making a kind of like a rowling, like a yowling kind of sound and bristling. And you turn to the stall where the impassioned tomato man was justifying using tomatoes in a fruit salad, and you notice that there's a slight green glow around these tomatoes now. And very suddenly, can you make a dex save?
Oh no. Am I good at those? Yes, I am. Okay, then I no longer need to be concerned.
Oh, excellent. Very suddenly, uh, three tomatoes lunge out of the stall, and they seem to split apart at the middle into giant gaping maws, and they go and start trying to snap at you, Kita.
Cool. You're just gonna use primal savagery and try and claw them.
Go right
That's
ahead.
No, wait, they're just gonna use normal claws. So
Yeah.
D20 plus 7.
Oh, that hits.
Yep. And D4 plus 4.
So one of them. So Kita, you swipe at one of these, and one of them is going splat, and they're already down, pretty much down for the count. You can see like this pulpy mess kind of trying to crawl around on the ground, but besides that, it's basically down for the count.
Peter's just hissing at it. Like straight up, their tail has gotten all puffy. Yeah, they're straight up hissing.
And I would like you all to roll initiative.
Oh boy!
D20.
Okay.
Nope. They are too focused on hissing.
That's 850.
I can type, I swear. I say as I try to type an S. There we go.
Oh no, it's okay. I have I have trouble too.
Oof.
Okay.
That is a very big difference.
Okay. Cool. Hey, you guys are facing off three growling, snarling tomatoes. And one is going to one is going to dart directly towards you, Saga.
Oh dear.
Let's see. Does that hit you?
Ooh. It does, unfortunately.
Okay, it is going to do 1. It's going to do 1d4 plus 2 piercing damage, so take 5 damage. And Cassie, I think you're next.
Yeah. How far away is Cassie compared to these things?
You haven't gone too far, so you're still pretty close to the stall. I'd say like maybe 5 feet.
Okay, so ranged weapon is probably gonna be at disadvantage, right?
Probably, yeah, sorry.
Alright, then yeah, she's gonna pull out her dagger and try and attack
Alrighty.
it.
Roll to hit. Actually, which one are you attacking?
Probably the one closest to her and Kita, because I'm imagining she's still pretty close to Kita.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say you attack the one that's kind of a pulpy mess on the floor.
Yeah.
That one's gone. Like, you don't even have to roll damage. That one's just like, it goes and it's dead.
All right, cool. Yeah, that satisfies her because she's a little bit angry now.
Yeah.
And bonus action, she's gonna shout at Saga, "You got this!" and give her bardic inspiration.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, Saga, you're up next. So
Saga definitely gives a thumbs up back with a little smile, and then she says, "I don't think tomatoes are fruits, but if they are, let's make smoothies." And thinking about that the whole time.
Oh my
I had a
god.
good time. And she is going to... Yeah, she will go ahead and attack the one that just kind of chomped on her arm with, Yeah, she's just actually just gonna, like, make it, like, just go ahead and just attack it, but I'm also gonna use, like, martial arts to make an extra unarmed attack.
Ooh.
She's just, like, she's using her hands.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay. What are my unarmed attacks? Sorry, it's like I'm just slow to type. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm pretty slow to type myself, so.
Oh, where is it? I think it's just like unarmed, like unarmed attacks are just. It's not my.
Unarmed attacks are dex or strength. Your choice if you're a monk.
Yeah.
Okay, that was it. Oh. Yeah. Really glad I have that extra unarmed attack.
It's a swing and a miss for the first one, but
I think she got too caught up in like making that excellent pun.
yeah. Oh, the next one gets it. There's like an and are you attacking with claws or like a punch?
It's more of a punch.
Okay. Roll damage.
Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Just big dice is like a. Oh, that's Coconut Gallery.
Oh. Do you want me to? Okay. What?
I think it's a 5d8. And that's just for flurry of blows, I think.
Oh yeah, no. I was like, wow, for one punch.
That's a d8. Just straight up d8.
58. You basically punch and this tomato goes back flying, but kind of steadies itself. But it's already leaking like juice.
Thank you.
And it is your go, Kita.
Cool. Kita is just going to continue hissing, and they're going to use primal savagery as their mouth just opens, and it just reveals. You know how when cats yawn, it's like little baby yawn,
and then
teeth?
Rah, yeah.
Yeah, Kita's going to do that and just chomp down on the fruit, on the tomato. They do not like the tomato. 2 plus 5, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
So do I roll double dice or double damage?
Let's go double damage.
Okay. 2d10, I believe it is.
Okay.
That is 14.
So, Hina, you open your mouth, your teeth sharpen, and this poor tomato just like with the force of your bite just splatters into nothing. Your face is covered in the entrails of tomato.
Yes. They give a war cry of fury.
And
I gotta ask, is Keita then blem? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, go.
Yes, Keita will just go bleb afterwards.
Thank you, that's all I wanted to know.
Yes, there's only one tomato left, and it's still going, and it looks at the terror that is you, Kita, and does that hit?
Let's see. No, it does not.
Awesome. It charges towards you, tries to take a bite, and misses you completely.
I was going to say one of the Keita just swats it out of the way.
Actually, the way this fight is going, yeah, you could probably just say you swatted aside at this point. And we're back to the top of the order. Cassie.
Yeah. Cassie's going to shout at the vegetable. You're a terrible fruit and you're not a real vegetable, and cast a vicious mockery.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Is it? I have
Make
to do
a wisdom save.
Let's see. Wisdom save. Oh, it just. It like shrivels and like shakes on the spot from the blow of those words.
All right. That's 2d4, I think, damage.
Okay.
Roll.
It just partially explodes. Like, actually, I'm gonna say to speed things up because these guys aren't very. It just explodes. It explodes under the force of your words, and the 3 killer tomatoes have been defeated. And nearby, you see the vendor who's like gripping his head and going and just kind of going like, I'm never putting these in my fruit salads again.
Yeah, if Keita's not going to stop, if no one's going to stop Keita, they're going to continue their warpath and start trying to splat the tomatoes at the stall.
Oh my god. The vendor goes, no. These ones did nothing wrong.
I think Cassie's gonna try and hold Kita back, though. Maybe, alright, if it's the both of us, then, because, should we make a strength roll?
Oh no. Will Saga help? Oh no.
Oh no.
Did either of those prevent Kita from attacking the tomatoes? Oh, Nicho? Oh no. Did I lose connection? Oh shit.
Still?
Hello?
No, we can hear you. I can't hear anything from Nicho though.
Yeah, I can't hear anything from Nicho. Oh no. Nicho.
I can still see Nico on the voice chat. Like,
Yeah.
oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Nicho, we need you back. Need you to destroy the tomatoes.
Okay, I am back. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Everything
So,
okay?
Ketos, yeah. My internet on my laptop just disconnected. So
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
yeah, so Kita's just going to glare at the fruit, at the tomatoes, but they're not actually going to do anything. It's like very much a case of you are on thin ice.
You're on thin fucking ice. And the vendor goes like, oh, I mean, this has never happened before. What? Huh? And just kind of thinks hard and then just kind of hobbles on over and puts some plastic wrap over the top of their tomato crate. And then just quickly puts a Sharpie sign that says, proceed with caution.
May bite back.
May bite back. There are a few passerby who are looking at this, and some have borne witness to the horror that happened, and they're kind of like, what just, okay? And some are cautiously, like, eyeing random fruit stalls. And here's where this opens up a bit more. I am providing a map.
A map?
Yeah. Now,
A map, you'd say.
it's in the game zone, and I am giving you guys some choices in which you can go wherever you please to try and look for Henry, or look around the whole market for other bits of information. The market is your oyster.
Do we? Oh, you go first.
No, you can go first.
Did we I know, we saw Henry run off. Did we see were we able to kind of parse which direction he ran off at?
I'm gonna say that was a dexterity save. You headed Saga, you managed to cut Henry off at his in his escape. But I think you might have at least followed him in a certain direction. So roll history.
Okay. I love the history.
I'm just gonna say, I, the player, have a hunch about where he might have gone, but my character certainly doesn't, so I'm not acting on that.
Fair enough.
Yes. Let's see. Kita's just going to just tug on Saga's arm. Is like, can you help me get up there? And it's going to point to the roof of the stall.
Cassie might be able to help. I'll roll another strength.
Saga could also help if Cassie is not able to roll.
Saga, I'm gonna say that roll for history of remembering which way Henry went doesn't quite get it. It's pretty tricky to. A lot of the turns look the same. You don't quite know, and through the thickness of the crowd, you don't quite get it. You don't quite recall which direction Henry darted off to.
Is a
fair, that's
16th
fair.
enough to pick up Kita?
Considering Kita's size, I'd say so.
Alright, Cassie's gonna pick up Kita and fly to the roof.
Since Saga doesn't know where she's gonna follow them using acrobatics.
Oh, awesome. Do you make it? I'd say that makes it. You guys are on the roof. You're on the roof of this stall of this paranoid tomato seller, and they're looking around like, hi? What are you doing up there?
Cassie's gonna wave and go, important business, don't worry about it.
They're still a little bit flustered from the whole tomato incident, so they just kind of quickly nod and then just like stare blankly into the middle distance.
Saga's gonna kind of reach down and gently pat him on the head, and then I'm gonna roll the d10 and see if I can pull out a grandma candy.
Oh, that's a fumble.
Oh no. Oh, I don't. Oh shoot, I didn't actually put together a fumble chart, so I'll just. Does anyone have
the default one? I can try pulling it up.
I do not, sadly.
I'll try pulling it up. Hang on.
The one thing I forgot about. Oh no.
Aerospace fumbles. Yep, I've got it.
Mock has it.
Oh, Mock has it.
All right, I'll just do that real quick.
Thank you, Mock. It's 17. I think that's a teapot.
That feels fitting.
That feels fitting.
It does. It's she pulls out the teapot, kind of blinks. I'm like, wondered where that was. And she kind of takes a little sip of the tea. It's like, oh, still warm. And just kind of gives him a cup of tea instead.
Yeah. He sits there, kind of shaking with his new cup of tea, and just takes a calming sip.
Oh, I'm just imagining the teacup rattling because his hands are shaking.
It's rattling. It's definitely rattling.
It's definitely soothing chamomile tea, and it's got little flowers on it.
Oh, awesome. And you guys are now on the rooftops. Make a perception check.
Cool.
Something different for a change.
That is an 18 for Kita.
Did you roll in the right chat? Oh wait, yes, these are all perception checks. Sorry. Kita and Cassie, you look around. The top side of the market's pretty clear. You don't think you have a great view of anything small over the crowd. In the middle of each intersection, there are these old-timey lampposts, and that just kind of they're like little oil lampposts, and they're pretty nice, and they kind of they're not lit right now. It's the middle of the day. But you're just kind of skimming over the heads of these lampposts. You see a bird perched on one. You see a little rabbit perched on one. You see another bird perched on one. You see a little rabbit perched on one. And it's the one closest to you. Henry is staring back at you, blinking.
Cassie's gonna
is
wave.
going to look around and make a shh gesture. Trying to, I guess I am child, you are child.
Henry.
Very, very quiet.
Cassie might flutter over closer, but not within complete
range.
Yeah. Henry kind of looks at you, Cassie, kind of glances at Saga, and kind of looks a bit afraid.
Yeah, Saga's gonna like kind of take a step back and like gesture to, like, you know, like, yeah, she didn't mean to scare the kid. She's gonna give him a little bit of space.
Yeah, okay. He looks back at you, Cassie, and tilts his head.
I'm actually not 100% sure what to do here. Like,
Bunny on
hold on.
Bunny on the lamppost. What will he do? If
Can she try and make a persuasion roll by saying, "Hey, sweetie, you want us to take you back to your mom now?"
You can absolutely do persuasion. Give it a try. That's not bad. Henry's kind of looking around the crowd a little bit, and he's a little bit. You can tell he's a little bit overwhelmed. This is a lot. This is a lot more than he was asking for. And you, Cassie, you seem pretty nice. You've seemed pretty calm. And he will but he also yeah?
I just realized something. While Kita is looking at him, they're just going to just cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Oh.
So Kita now has advantage on checks to find him.
On checks to find
in case
Henry.
He bolts again.
That's a very good idea, methinks.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Excellent.
Henry tilts his head at the weird like magic that just happened, but yeah, Cassie, you don't think you've quite convinced him yet, but he's pretty calm in your presence.
Does Kita see the people in green, actually?
Make a perception check.
So if we found him, the last thing we need is those guys finding him.
Yeah, especially considering Cassie is just kind of like a flying neon sign at the moment.
Yeah, yep.
So that is a dirty 20 for Kita.
You hear a loud, hey, you! And Kita, you only see one of the green figures trying to push her way through the crowd towards the lamppost. Henry immediately looks startled, and he is actually going to... one sec. So he's actually going to clamber on top. He's going to jump across at you, Cassie.
All right. Do I need to do anything?
I don't know. I think how far away were you from Henry?
I would say, like, I want to say like 15 feet. You know, like close enough that I could probably do something if anything happened, but not close enough to like startle.
Do a dex save, I think.
All right. Not bad.
Not bad. I think you're just shy of him, but he clings to one of your legs. as he falls.
Can I make an acrobatics roll?
Oh, absolutely.
Is there any, like, I don't know if there's a way we can roll and help out with that, or like help balance them out?
I'm pretty sure there's a help mechanic, but I'm not sure how that works. I'm sorry.
Basically, I believe if you have the way some groups do it is, if you have proficiency in the stat as well, you can grant advantage.
Right, okay.
So I have, like, if that was a dex, or like, was that dex or acrobatics? Like, I'm...
The first roll that Cassie did was a dex save.
Yeah, because I've got proficiency in that. So
okay, do you want to help out?
Yeah, I will do that. So, like, I'm definitely, like, I'm good, like, I guess mechanically wise, like, she's just going to kind of help balance them out and maybe, like maybe brace brace Cassie as she's, like, trying to, like, rebalance herself.
Yeah, the way I'm seeing it, but yeah, roll first.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna say that just does it. So the way it happens, Henry panics, jumps for Cassie. Cassie, you just miss him by catch, but he clings onto your leg. Cassie, whenever you try and pull him up, you're kind of awkwardly flying backwards, and you collide into Saga, who just catches you and helps pull Henry up.
Yeah.
But it's a very awkward kind of series of catches.
Yeah.
Now that they're on a little bit more solid ground, I think Cassie's gonna, like, pull him up into her arms a little bit more and, like, start stroking his ears a bit. It's like, it's okay, we got you.
Henry doesn't really react to any of that, but he just looks up at you. And he doesn't say anything.
Saga is not going to touch him, but she does kind of smile, like, kind of back up a little bit, smile, and give him a little thumbs up.
Oh.
Yeah, Cassie's gonna pull out the jam jar and give it to him and go, here, for being such a good boy.
Henry doesn't say anything, but his eyes start shining. And then you hear again, like, hey, you! And, hang on. One sec. So this person cloaked in green just kind of starts trying to climb up the side of the stand, and it doesn't quite work out. She's just, like, clawing at the edge. You can just see her face kind of peering over the edge. It's like, get that kid back. Ah! And she falls straight down.
What a rude person.
Henry kind of cocks his ears back at the side of her. And you suddenly hear some startled yells from down below. And there's some panicked screaming from the vendors down below and some panicked yelling. And I'd like you all to make a perception check.
Oh boy.
D20 plus 8.
Okay, y'all notice something. There's tiny things floating upwards. You think they're birds at first, but you realize that they're how do I describe this? You at first think like maybe four birds have started flapping around and swooping and terrorizing people down below. You realize at a second glance that they're glowing a little bit green, and they're yellow, and they're kind of splotched in brown, and you realize that they're just it's banana peel. It's flying banana peel. It's just like flying all over the place. And Henry, hang on. Cassie, Henry's starting to struggle in your grip.
Yeah, Cassie's not letting go if he's trying to get away.
Yeah, he's going to keep struggling.
Let's see. Kita is going to approach Henry and go, I need you to do something very, very important, okay?
You have Henry's attention.
And Kita, let's see, does it work? Yep, Kita's going to, from their coat, pull out another cat and go, I need you to keep Mr. Waffles safe. Can you do that for me?
Henry...
And that's going to hold out the cat for him to take.
Henry stares, like, at the cat, Mr. Waffles. I'd like to point out, Henry is quite small. I imagine he'd be maybe only twice as high as Mr. Waffles. So, he stares at you, Kita, then down at the cat, then you, Kita, then down at the cat, and he reaches out and takes the cat and kind of holds it surprisingly gently to his chest.
Yeah, I think I was just going to mention before that while he's been struggling, Cassie's just going to go, hey, shh, it's okay. We're not going to let them get you. We're not going to let those bad people get you.
Do you want to roll persuasion?
Yep.
Have advantage, just because...
I was going to say, could I argue advantage because cat?
Yeah, you can argue advantage, yeah. Try one more. That does it. Henry kind of relaxes a little in your grasp, and just kind of hangs there limply while holding a cat. And but unfortunately, the Cassie, you realize that the banana peels are all turning towards you specifically. And you realize that hanging from below them are the remains of the banana itself, with like faces kind of shrieking in anger. And you guys roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Here we go again.
Here I go again on my own. Okay, so we got...
I do want to say, Saga looks at the bananas with the faces and says, "That's not appealing."
Holy shit.
Damn.
Okay. So let's see, initiative order. Sorry, just gotta write this all down.
You're good.
Rip one of those bananas and all right. Actually, whoa, wait. One more. Okay. So, Cassie, unfortunately, the first banana is going to swoop towards you.
Yeah, I'm just putting it out here now. Cassie is going to take any hit that gets past, like take it instead of the child.
Yeah. Oops. That is the wrong character. Does that hit Cassie at all?
No.
Nope. It zips by you, Cassie, and gives an indignant squawk. Kita, you're up.
Cool. Let's see. Kita is going to pull out their 2-hand crossbows,
Ooh.
and they're going to start taking shots at the bananas. So for the first attack,
Holy crap. Yeah, that hits.
Oh, nice.
D6 plus 4. That is 10 damage.
So you so much like the tomato that you destroyed earlier, this banana explodes and just kind of the banana peel just kind of flops towards the ground with like a splat and just kind of stays sadly down there.
Cool. And then with their second attack, they're going to shoot at another one. Kita has multi-attack.
Hell yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
It does. It just hits.
Okay, then. D6 plus 4. And that's another 10 damage.
That's another 10 damage.
Cute.
The second... Okay, so what I think happens with this other banana is it gets hit with the bolt and it gets pinned. The banana peel gets pinned against another stall of the world's sharpest kitchen knives, and the guy nearby goes, oh my god. And that one's down. Cassie, you're next.
All right. So how many bananas are there, and how close together are they?
There's actually only one more. But you see a foreboding green glow near some other vegetables.
How close are those vegetables, and how much?
I'll say that you're still standing on the tomato stall, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say that unfortunately the plastic wrap is starting to give under the rage of these tomatoes that have been contained. And you can see the tomato vendor just kind of rushing out from below with his teacup in hand, kind of going, flee for the hills! Save your lives!
Alright, so the tomatoes underneath us are starting to attack. And how close are they to us?
They're just below you. The crate of tomatoes is like a little, they're in front of the stall, but like against it. So they're just below you.
Alright, okay. So Cassie is going to tug at her headphones around her neck and pull like an orb of like music from it, and she's going to chuck that orb down at the tomatoes and cast Shatter.
Ooh, interesting. roll to hit. Do I have to make a save for that?
It's a Constitution saving throw. I
Okay.
can each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point that I choose.
Okay.
Must make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. I'm gonna roll Constitution save. 17.
Yeah, that's successful. So they take half as much damage.
Okay. Roll damage.
So 8 damage.
So 8 damage. You see some of them splatter, but because I think Shatter might have affected the crate too. They burst out of the crate in a swarm of killer tomatoes, and they're going to join the initiative order.
Cassie's gonna go, that might not have been my smartest idea.
It's okay, they're pretty low in the initiative. Ooh, actually. Let's do that again. One sec. Yeah. And they roll out, and they're just a chorus of tomatoes going, and they are going to start swarming up the. Actually, Kita, where are you?
Kita is on top of the stall still.
Okay, they're going to direct their attention towards you, Kita. And
Yes, Kita's still covered in the blood of one of their brethren.
yeah.
Chomped out of one. So.
Yeah, he just chomped one. They see you as a threat. They're going to. Does 11 hit?
No, it does not.
I get the feeling that they kind of like they charge towards you as a group, see the splatters of the blood of their brethren on you, and just kind of like and to the side of it. And Saga, you're up.
Okie dokie. So there's only like one banana left in like a bunch of the tomatoes.
Yep.
I'm going to because Cass like it seems like Cassie's got like I am going to first, I don't know if I could do this in one. I'm going to I'll use my quarterstaff, which is like actually just a giant spoon.
Oh heck yeah.
Yeah. And she is going to wait, I should ask, like, how close is the banana? Like, is it close enough to like attack with a melee weapon?
The bananas,
the long one.
The bananas have been converging on Cassie, so yes, they'd be close enough.
Okay, good. She's gonna attack with that. She's gonna attack with a quarter spoon, just kind of whack it like a baseball bat.
Okay, roll to hit.
Come on.
Let me check really quick. That just hits. Yep. Roll damage.
Okay.
Oh, and it misses. Oh wait, no, sorry, I misread. Screw this banana in particular. You slap it with your quarterstaff, and it goes flying, but I'd say it just kind of collapses to the scaffolding you're standing on, and just kind of is crawling towards Cassie with.
Okay. She's going to like, and so she's gonna like. Can she like use like a bonus action to just kind of step on it, or like?
You know what? I'm gonna say yes, because this thing can't really do anything else.
Yeah. That would be just like another attack.
Yeah.
Like...
Just do a straight D20.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you try and step on it, but because it's a banana peel, you slip a little backwards. You don't completely fall over, but you just you slip. You slip, and you need to keep your balance. And this thing is still kind of alive and going. Yeah.
She's good. Like Saga look at her, like, I should have seen that coming.
And next up is actually, let's see, where is the sheet? You guys suddenly hear a loud just and you see this the woman decked in green. She's pulled herself up next to you guys, and she points at Henry and says, "Okay, give that back right now." And she is going to before it does any more damage. And what does she do? Actually, I think that movement might take up her turn.
Are we still in like initiative order?
We're still in initiative order. We still got
okay.
Yeah. And the dying banana kind of takes notice of her and kind of crawls towards her and is going to bite her in the foot. Just like, no! And let's see. It is. It's 91. She gets bitten in the foot for 3d4 poison damage. And she's hopping with this thing on, and she's trying to kick it off. She's like, "Get it off of me!"
Should she make a dex save?
She'll make a dex save, yeah.
I was just gonna say, you may want to split.
I say she just keeps her balance on the edge of the stall. And she's kicking and screaming. It's like, you do not treat Chrysanthemum like this. You do not treat me like this. And we're back to Kita.
Cool. As a bonus action, Kita is going to awaken the swarm.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So you watch as just various cats from their coat just start also hissing as well and just swatting at the air.
Oh boy.
And how close are the bananas?
All the bananas are gone.
No, the tomatoes, I mean.
Oh, well, minus the one that's biting this woman. The tomatoes are now they're turning around and as a swarm. They're all flying for some reason, and they're heading back towards you, Kita.
Cool. Kita's going to make one attack against... Kita's going to try and attack them using Primal Savagery.
Oh, yeah.
So, D20 plus 5.
No! That's a nat one.
Oh, no.
You try and attack these tomatoes, but they seem to have wised up a little bit, and they are just kind of going to start. You swipe at them and you clean miss, and not only that, you stumble a little bit, and you're make a dex save to not fall off of the top of the stall. You keep your balance, thankfully. And you have to, but these tomatoes are now extra aggravated by you. So they're all focusing on you, Kita. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cassie, you're up.
Okay, so I think as her bonus action, she's gonna cast another bardic inspiration on Kita.
Awesome.
And then... I think as an action, she's gonna cast Vicious Mockery on one of the tomatoes.
You'll be happy to know that the tomatoes all count as a single entity at this point, so that will affect all of them. Roll to hit.
It's wisdom
save. Sorry. And what's their wisdom? It's no modifiers.
That meets it.
That meets it. Oh no. What do you say to them?
I'm just trying to think, like,
you don't have to say anything. You say something.
Yeah, something along the lines of I've seen vegetables with more juice than you, or something like that.
And you see a couple just kind of hovering and looking at each other briefly with an eyeless gaze, and then they go back and start menacing Kita again. And next is Saga.
Okay. She's going to again strike them with a quarter spoon. And she's also like going to use a key point to like use like flurry of blows, and she's like just going to use them up on those tomatoes because she doesn't like those tomatoes. They already like hurt, like one of them already bitter. So
Yeah, no. Understandably.
Yeah, so first attack.
Holy crap. That hits. Roll your flurry of blows.
That was the first attack.
Wait.
Yeah. Like flurry of blows is like I can make one attack, and then as a bonus action I can use a point to activate flurry of blows.
Right,
so there's like 2 unarmed strikes.
Gotcha.
On top of that,
Okay,
so.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is just like the first attack. So
First attack.
I can do a lot more. If only I can type.
It's 4.
And then you could do 2 unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
That's my first one.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so I'll just do the So should I roll damage first, or should I do the other bonus attack?
Roll damage. Unless you think the flow would work better if you rolled a hit first.
I'll see damage, because I might. Second roll.
Oh, that misses
do as well.
That misses, unfortunately. However, with the fury of a grandmother against her least favorite vegetable, you take down more than half of the swarm, and you are covered again in the blood of Tomato. And I think next is next will be actually, whoops, the tomato swarm. They have lost interest in Kita because hey, that wasn't cool.
I want to say Saga like kind of lands in the middle of the swarm with like in the superhero pose.
Yes, exactly. So they're gonna try and attack you. Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Does not. They try and lunge at you, but you're radiating the superhero aura, and they kind of bounce off of it. The witch, the woman covered in green, she's still trying to kick off this banana peel. And actually, I'm gonna make her roll a dex save really quickly. I'm gonna say she again only barely just stays on, and she is going, "Oh, that does it," and she is going to cast poison spray at the dying banana peel on her foot. And what's the constitution of a banana peel? I'm not imagining very high. Not high enough. And they are going to take they immediately just flop over and they are dead. This banana peel has died. And the witch kicks it off her foot. She's like, now you are going to hand that child right back to me. And Kita, you're up.
Ooh. Kita's basically in a blood frenzy, and they're going straight for the swarm.
All right.
And they're going to swing at it again with Primal Savagery. With using, how big is the Bardic Inspiration? D6 or D8?
I think.
A D8, I think.
Okay, cool.
Double check.
Holy crap. Yeah.
Yeah, 1d8.
That hits?
That hits.
Cool. 2d10 plus 1d6. For 17 damage.
Okay. Would you like to describe how this goes?
I imagine Kita just runs into the swarm, just doing the Toon things where they're just swinging their claws everywhere.
Holy crap.
And by the time they're done, they're just now red.
They're just covered in red. I don't think I think everyone nearby is slightly sprayed in red. Like even Henry, who's still being held by Cassie, I imagine, it has like half his face in red from the tomato bath.
Yeah, I think Cassie would have tried her best to block that with her wings. So,
Yeah.
like, the back of her wings are all splattered red, but yeah, didn't manage to get all of it.
Yep, these tomatoes are dead. You have defeated the swarm of killer tomatoes.
Ooh.
And you're out of initiative now. But this woman is looking admittedly kind of intimidated by you three right now. She's just looking between you three, like, kind of now realizing how you guys look and how you've taken out all these vegetables.
And I think. Sorry, I was just gonna say, Cassie's gonna say, if you come closer to this child, I'm gonna push you off this roof.
And her eyes kind of narrow, and she looks at you a little bit indignant, a little bit annoyed, and she says, look, this child has caused me so many headaches. Look, we told his mother we'd bring him back. We gave our word. Now, could you just kindly hand him over, and we won't be in so much danger.
Here's an idea. Why don't we all take him back to his mother together?
And she goes, no, listen. Just check his pockets. Check. Just give that back. And she's actually going to move forward and reach out to you. And Henry's going to struggle really hard. So could you make a strength saving throw, Cassie?
Oh boy.
Can Saga try and make her way back up to the roof and try and put herself between, like, the witch and Cassie?
You can try.
Could Kita try and move in between the witch and Cassie?
So unfortunately, Cassie, you do manage to get a proper grip on Henry, but Henry's just going to keep thrashing. He does not want to be here. He does not want to be here, and he is actually going to bite you on the arm.
All right. She's gonna wince a little bit at that, but she's not gonna let go, and she's gonna back up a little bit from the witch.
And as you look down, Cassie, make a perception check.
Okay.
Actually, all three of you who are up there make a perception check. You don't notice Cassie because you're kind of dealing with a little kid who's very upset right now.
She has her hands full.
Yeah, she literally has her hands full. Nicho and Kita and Saga, I say you two get it. You notice now that around Henry's shoulder, kind of held like a purse, is a gold chain, and at the end of it is a green pendant. It's literally the size of like a little purse for him.
Kita's just going to walk up and go, "Can I see that, please?"
Henry's still upset. Henry's still struggling. And the witch goes, look, if we let this kid run around here with that thing, then everyone is going to be in danger, and and just give it over here. And she's actually going to lunge towards you, Cassie.
Can I make a dex save?
Make a dex save, yeah.
Could I try and impose disadvantage on the witch?
Yeah.
You absolutely
I was just
can.
gonna say,
Actually,
Might not need it.
you might not need it. So what happens is the witch actually charges, and you step out of the way, and she falls straight down. She goes, ah! And lands directly below. And you also hear a loud, ow, 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 ow. Oh, boss. Hello, boss. And you hear another voice going like, oh, there you are. Oh, we were looking all over for you. Get off me. Get off me. Boss, you're the one on top of us. No. And you see that the woman has landed on the two other figures dressed in green. What do you do?
Cassie's gonna call down. Maybe this time you use your words.
She has a point, boss. She's like, and the woman goes like, and she stands up. She dusts herself off, and she's like, and she looks up at you three, and she goes, listen, you are disrespecting. You're disrespecting the almighty group of Trowel. I'm gonna say, Saga, you could roll a history check if you want.
Okay. Yeah, because she's like, what is my history again? Oh, +1.
I'd say you get it. You recognize at least the group. They are... Trowel is one of the participants in the giant vegetable competition.
I like to. I'm kind of thinking like Saga has like spent many a night like just drinking her tea as her wife is like laid out her battle plans for defeating all of the groups.
Yes,
and Trowel's,
exactly.
like, amongst them.
Yeah.
It's like a face to the name.
And the woman kind of seems to brighten at this and says, well, yes, our reputation precedes us. Nice to finally get some recognition.
My wife is going to defeat you this year.
And she kind of snarls at that and says, well, she can certainly try. And one of the...
will succeed.
And one of the followers kind of goes like, yeah, boss, can we just be honest about all this? You know we're already in so much trouble. And the woman kind of points a finger up to the other's lips and goes zip, and says, now look, if you're not going to hand that pendant over, then, well, you'll... That is rightfully ours. It was stolen from us. And we don't need any more damage done to this wonderful event.
Can Saga turn to Henry and just ask him where he got the pendant?
You can try. He's still upset. He's still struggling a lot.
Can maybe assist with a persuasion roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was already kind of spooked by Saga to begin with.
Yeah. This is a baby. He's like 2 or 3.
Yeah. Oh, I scared him. That's just persuasion.
Yeah, that's not much better.
Aw.
In fact, that's the same.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I actually have pretty high persuasion.
No.
Oh, never mind.
In fact, I think Cassie make one more strength saving roll.
Oh no. It probably doesn't help that she's just covered in tomato juice.
Yeah. That's
Oh, no.
a nat one.
Oh, no.
Henry squirms and manages to wrench his way out of your arms, and he's off. He's vanished as quickly as he can off the awning, and the woman goes like, there, that way, and she charges off. The other two don't. They're actually standing back, and they look really concerned. But before you know it, they've both vanished. The Henry and the witch have both vanished into the crowd. But the other two members are staying back and going, This is all my fault. No, honey, it wasn't this is all my fault, no. Listen, we didn't know this was gonna happen.
Can I ask maybe for us to take a short break now?
Absolutely. You watch them vanish into the crowd, and we will take a break.
Okay then.
Let's have like a little 10-minute break.
Sure.
Last phase is coming up.
Drink some water.
Yeah. Everyone stand up, stretch, drink some water.
I'm gonna go mute and drink some water then.
Go do that. Okay.
I am back.
Hello.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. It is time. So let's get back into it. So you three are still around the booth covered in red.
Actually, that reminds me. I'm just gonna make a quick hammer space roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Cassie pulls out a towel and begins, drying herself off, and then is going to hand it across to the others after she's done.
Aw. Well, that's very kind of Cassie.
Yeah.
See, I'm torn. Do I want to clean Keita up or not?
If I could make the argument that if Keita keeps it on, you could argue intimidation.
But Keita's gonna clean up.
Yeah.
Saga will too.
But yeah, you guys are still on top of this stall. But down below are the two other members of Trowel, and they're they're not in a good way. They're one seems particularly distressed, and the other is comforting the other slowly, no, it's okay. Take a deep breath, man. It's okay. And the first one's like, it would have worked so well if we just. It's like, no, we didn't know. It's fine. We'll figure something out. Does anyone want to do something?
Yeah, I think Cassie is gonna sigh a little bit, and some of her anger at them is gonna abate, and she's gonna flutter down and go, "Is everything alright?"
One of them looks up and says, "Yeah, we just, it's a bit of a mess right now. Hi, I'm Lily. Here, my friend here is Violet. Good to meet you. Wish it was in better circumstances."
Hi, I'm Cassie.
Hey, Cassie. Hello. Oh, are you? Is everyone okay? You're not hurt, are you?
Kita's fine. They haven't been hit yet.
Oh, well, I, I, you, I didn't know Chris would be this aggressive about anything. I just thought, I didn't even know she'd bring that thing.
What is it?
And Lily kind of brightens up and she goes, you gotta tell him, Violet. You gotta tell him. And she's like, no. It's just a simple thing. It's like, oh, fine. I'll tell it. Okay, so, that we're Trow, the timeless and real order of wizards engaging in leafcraft, and we've been at this shindig for like the past 5 years now. You'd say 5 years, Vi. Yeah. Anyway, we used to specialize in using magic to make our plants grow bigger, and all kinds of stuff. And what's a little what adds a little bit of spark to growing veggies than magic, And then Violet kind of pipes up, well, last year they instilled new rules that you can't use magic to help assist the growth of a plant anymore. And well, that made our leader a little bit upset. And so, yeah, there were stricter rules this time around. Like you can cast detect magic on any old gourd, and they'll immediately know if any magic was used to grow it. And then Lily perks up and says, "So yeah, we were trying to figure out a way to cheer up Chris, because she took the rule change real hard." And we decide, well, if we can't use magic to grow anything, then, well, maybe we can just use magic to help cultivate some stuff, like help with not with the growing process, but and Violet says, pest control. We were going to use magic for pest control, and so I made something for that.
That is just kind of nodding sagely, like she's heard it. Like Frida's probably told her about the rule change, and like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
She probably was upset about it too.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think Cassie's like no idea about any of this, and is just like, ha. Cool. I think.
Slow nod. And Violet kind of shakes her hands and goes, well, see, I made something called the gardener pendant. And we have trouble with pest control. Part of growing a large vegetable and keeping it safe is to guard it against rats or goblins or anything that breaks into the greenhouse. But using spells and maybe even pesticides probably might not help all that much. So why not have the vegetables defend themselves? So yes, you see, the point is we decided, it would be kind of fun to have the vegetables and fruits defend themselves, and it worked really well. We just put the pendant on our pumpkin, and whenever stuff started to try and attack it, it would summon a bunch of veggies to its aid.
Okay. So that's why the vegetables have been coming to life. Is there a way to stop it?
Violet and Lily look at each other and go, "Oh, well, we've been trying to... It wasn't even supposed to be here. It was... Chris decided to take it with her today, and I don't know if she wanted to sabotage. We were having a perfectly fine time growing stuff all by ourselves, but then we turned away from our belongings for just a moment, and now we got a little bunny with the power of veggie wrath."
We should probably get that.
Yeah, but Chris has been a bit hot-headed about the whole thing, and now all she's doing is chasing this poor kid around, and we know that's not going to help. And we told his mom that we'd get him back. It's just we haven't been able to. He's gonna run at the side of me and poor Vi over here, and I doubt he's gonna slow down for Chris. So,
Jeez. Oh, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, when I think when Violet mentioned like sabotage, like Saga just like kind of her fist clenched, like, she's cheating.
Well, yeah, I'd say she tried cheat. She hasn't been taking this well, but we didn't think Chris would do anything like this. It's just we're gonna try and talk some sense into her, but we need to find her. And but if Henry sees us, well, he's not gonna be any more pleased. At least you guys seem to have a better history with him.
Yeah, maybe. Hard to say if we find him again, if he'll trust us again.
Well, hopefully. Hopefully, it'll be okay. But yeah, we need to find Chris at least. Maybe we can at least stop her. Yeah.
We definitely need to find them both before they cause any more damage to this place.
And
Or cheat.
Oh.
I just said or cheat.
Or cheat, yeah. And as you say that, there is a loud yell from all the way at the front of the market. Hey, get down from there. Hey, kid, come on, get down from there. Don't touch those veggies. They're very pristine. You don't get your grubby paws all over them.
Oh no, I thought this might happen.
And what do you guys do?
I don't think Keita needs magic to figure out where he is.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna follow the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yep, definitely gonna bolt towards that.
Okay. You guys hurry on over, and you've arrived at the stage in front of the markets. And you can see Henry kind of clambering up on one of the giant pumpkins and kind of sitting on top of it defensively. And you can see Chris Anthemum, the leader of Trowel, kind of slowly even she has realized that charging in this time might be a bad idea, and she goes, now hold on, let's talk this out. You can talk, right? Just say, Miss Chrysanthemum, I will happily just get away from the pumpkins, and we can discuss this. We can discuss this. And Henry is just staring at her. What do you do?
Let's see. So we see her. We see Henry.
I will.
How big is the pumpkin?
The pumpkin is about. It's large enough for Henry to kind of. I'd say it's about the size of a small car.
Oh.
And Henry. You notice, actually, that Henry is still carefully holding Mr. Waffles.
Oh, baby.
And just staring back.
Let's see.
I have absolutely no idea what to do.
You can.
Oh, you go first.
You can try talking. You can try anything. Actually, hang on.
I was gonna say, like, my first instinct is to, like, glare Chrysanthemum into submission because, like, you were gonna cheat. Rita worked so hard, and you were gonna cheat.
Yeah, exactly.
You were gonna sabotage.
First off, Henry does notice you three approach, or in the crowd, and at first he kind of seems to wince, but then he kind of looks down at the cat and kind of roll insight. Okay, Saga, you're too caught up in the injustice of what Chris is threatening to do. Kita, you kind of get a vibe of a kid that's been caught or sheepish, and Cassie, you see straight up. Henry looks a little bit. He's kind of looking at you, and he's kind of not meeting your gaze, and he's kind of just holding on to the cat. You get the feeling that he's a little sheepish.
Whatever happened to the jar of peaches?
The pear jam?
Yeah.
I think you were handing it over to Henry, but Henry didn't quite grab it.
Right, okay.
I think you still have it.
Right. Okay, so I think she's gonna reach into her hammer space again.
Yeah,
Yep,
that got
and
it.
she's gonna pull it out, and she's gonna begin slowly flying towards him with it in her hands so that he can see it and see that she's not mad.
He looks up at you. He sees you approach. And he sees the jar. He looks at you. And slowly he starts clambering off the pumpkin, and as he does so, the pendant kind of slides off his shoulder in the meantime. And he looks over at Chris, and then he just he bounds towards you. Cassie?
Yeah, she's gonna like scoop him up into her arms and be like, "It's okay. We're gonna get this all sorted out, and we're gonna get you back to your mum."
And he grips at your arm and looks up at you. Yeah, he's ready to go.
Cool. I'm just pointing out right now. Cassie is not paying any attention to the amulet.
Okay. Does anyone else?
Yeah. We're all like, can I roll another
Yeah,
insight?
he
or,
is
like...
paying attention to it as well.
Roll
Perception?
Roll perception.
22.
Okay. You notice it's glowing. Oh, both of you notice that it is kind of glowing and crackling a little bit. And Chris has already bolted for the stage, and she's clambering up on it, and she quickly swipes it, and she's like, oh, thank goodness. Okay. But before she turns, you see one of the officials come up, and it's a tiny little mouse sworn, and she looks up and says, "Excuse me, Miss Chrysanthemum." And Chris goes, "Oh, yes, sorry, yes." And the worn mouse goes, "Now, I see you're in possession of a magical item. That looks like a magical item." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, yes, it certainly is. Yes. Yes." And the worn mouse goes, "Now, see, you understand we changed the rules. There's no, and we understand that we've had reports of vegetables going rogue. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?" And Chris is sweating bullets. And the official kind of goes, "Look, Chris, we know how important this is to you, but if you're not going to follow our rules, then this can't continue. I'm sorry. Now I know what it looks like, but there was just a little bit of a setback." I'm like, no, Chris, I'm sorry. Trowel is disqualified from this competition. And Chris has gone completely pale, and she looks at the pendant.
Can Kita start sneaking their way towards the pendant?
Absolutely, but you can, but she just kind of like growls and goes, This isn't necessary. This isn't you don't need to, this isn't fair." And she throws the pendant to the ground, and it shatters.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And
Oh, no.
she realizes, you hear a yell from a little ways away, "Chris, no!" And you realize that the light of the pendant fizzles amongst the nearby giant pumpkin, and the leaves on the top seem to tremble before vines burst forth from the severed stem. The vines reach out to the nearby giant cabbage to the wail of a small group of bird tunes. The mass is pulled in, and more vines and roots start branching and curling around the prized vegetables, pulling each one into what could now be described as a giant shambling mass. It pulls in the beets, it pulls in the eggplants, it pulls in the single giant watermelon and seems to freeze as subsumed. In its limited sentience, it wonders why a watermelon is here. It wonders how a watermelon could work in a vegetable salad. What is a watermelon? It's a fruit, right? Or is that some kind of trick question where a banana is a berry? What defines a fruit? What is a vegetable? Is a pizza a vegetable? What is this thing supposed to be?
If you're technically going by the definition that a tomato is a fruit because it has seeds, a pumpkin would also be a fruit.
It doesn't know what it is anymore. The questions confuse and infuriate the shambling salad, and it throws its head back in a mighty roar. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Here we go again.
Oh boy.
Okay. Wait. Cool. Okay. Just gotta write y'all down. I can do this.
We believe in you.
Well, actually, Saga, Kita and Saga, you have the same initiative.
I believe Kita goes first because their dex is higher.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it goes to the person with the higher dex.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. And before anything, Cassie, you feel Henry tap you on the arm.
She's gonna turn to him.
Are you still holding him?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna politely tap you on the arm and motion to be put down.
Oh, I think I need to roll a d2 for that. I think 1, she holds on to him, 2, she puts him down.
Okay. Okay.
No, she's holding on to him.
His ears cock back, but he doesn't do anything, and well, his ears cock back, but he what does he do? He's actually going to pat you again firmly and roll persuasion. And he has no modifier for that. Do you want a contest?
Yeah, my persuasion roll or wisdom or...
Do a wisdom save. He uses his big beady eyes. Okay. He slumps, but he accepts this and just stays flopped in your arms.
Yeah, I think, she's just gonna give him a big smile and go, "Don't worry, I'm gonna make sure that you're nowhere close to this thing."
And he flicks an ear, but he accepts this. And Cassie, you're up next.
Okay, how close is she to the thing?
The giant shambling salad. So you guys are like right near the stage. So I'd say, let me get my map out.
More
also, is she in attack of opportunity if she runs?
Attack of opportunity is is like a 10 feet, 5 feet.
It's their attack range.
Okay, cool.
So normally it's 5 feet, but some weapons increase it as 10 or even 15 feet.
I say because you moved in closer to the main stage while trying to convince Henry, you're close enough.
No, as in I want to run away from the monster.
Oh, yes. You're pretty close, unfortunately. So I think, yeah.
Disengage is an action, though, right?
It is, yes.
Right. She's gonna take her action to disengage, and she's gonna run her full 30 feet of movement as far away from it as she can.
Okay. Hang on. And attack of opportunity is just
I took an action to disengage.
Okay, cool.
You can't get the attack of opportunity.
Cool, gotcha. Okay, so you're out of range.
Yeah, and once she's out of range, she's gonna put Henry down and tell him, "Stay there."
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
Henry looks very... He sits down.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna make sure he still has the jam and the cat, and it safely tucked, I don't know, underneath the table for protection.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna leave him there, and I think that's the end of.
Actually,
I think she's gonna call out to I think Nicho and give her another bardic inspiration as my bonus action.
Awesome, cool. Next is the monster. So this writhing mound of vegetables is going to... Oh, who's closest? It is going to... look at Kita.
Yes, look at the destroyer.
Look at Kita the destroyer. Actually, no. You know what? Should I? No, yeah, it's gonna look at Kita the destroyer, and it is going to reach one massive tendril up and slam. And oof. Okay, does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh.
Oh no.
You are taking... Yeah, this thing isn't messing around.
Yeah, Kita's going to use their reaction and use the Acme effect.
Yeah. So that negates the damage.
So basically what happens when Kita is slapped, basically it's just like there's just kind of a pop and a bunch of cats at their location. The cats just move over to the side, gather into a group, and then basically Kita stands back up.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is 12 damage? No, that's 6 damage they take.
That's 6 damage, yeah. They just take 6 damage. And yes, this is... Yep. And it looks at you a bit confused, because it's pretty sure it should have done more than that, but it starts moving towards you slowly. And it is your turn now, Kita.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Has it been... So I assume by this point the swarm has calmed down again?
How long does the swarm last?
Lasts a minute.
Okay, yeah, it definitely would have calmed down by now.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so what she's gonna do is, first things first, she's going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Excellent.
And then she's going to shoot... she's going to use Primal Savagery on it.
Okay.
So it's a D20 plus 5. Yep.
Okay. Yep, that definitely
hits.
hits. Yeah.
Yep. 2d10 plus 1d6.
Whew,
18 damage.
Okay, that hits it pretty hard. And it stumbles a little with the blow, but you don't see it. You don't. It's not that badly. It's not affected very badly. No.
Okay.
Saga, it is your turn.
She is going to attack it with her quarter spoon again. Just kind of whack it. But wait, I should say before she does attack it, she looks up at the giant salad and says, "You, salad, are about to be tossed."
Roll to
Now I'm
hit.
gonna attack. Yes. I wanted to say that as soon as I saw it was a salad.
Oh no, that's a nat 1.
Oh no.
Can I use another key point and do flurry of blows again?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. That's a nat 1 though.
I think the puns are jinxing me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Unarmed attacks. What were they again? Oh yeah, I was just athletics or dexterity. That's right.
Oh, wait. What? Oh, it's 2D.
Oh shoot.
No. That tells me what I need to know. So you miss one, but you just hit with the last one. Okay. Yep. You manage to hit it, and it kind of looks down at you a little bit perturbed, but also just nah, this is nothing.
Gourd.
Back to the top of the order. And let's see. Yeah, you told Henry to stay right there, huh?
Yep.
Let's see. Cassie, Henry is staying put, but and he's staying behind one of the stalls.
Right.
And it's your go, Cassie.
Okay. I think she is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Ooh, okay. Could you tell me what that does?
So you create, so it's a range of 120 feet, and you create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment, then vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration.
Okay.
And while charmed, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
And it ends if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Okay. Yeah, roll. Do I do a wisdom save?
Yes.
Okay. The straight d20.
No.
I'm guessing 8 doesn't do it. The creature kind of, the shambling salad kind of, it sees the pretty colors and it's reminded of simpler days where it could just be a salad. It could just be a nicely grown salad. Didn't have to worry about shit like competition or being the best. It just kind of mumbles and it's now completely still.
By the way, I also wanted to flavor that spell as the colors come from her wings.
Awesome.
Yeah, like she sort of shoots the color out of her wings and it becomes the hypnotic thing, the hypnotic colors before coming back to them.
Awesome. Okay, that looks so cool. But yes, next up is the monster. And the monster's just, do I have to keep rolling a whiz save to break out of it, or
it only has the one, and it's concentration for up to a minute on my end.
Okay. So it's just gonna do nothing, I guess. So I guess we move on to Kita.
Cool. Let's see. So it's not attacking anyone.
Not right now.
And when can I make the save again?
Oh, sorry?
When
can it make the wisdom save again? To break out?
Oh, wait.
It doesn't mention that it has, the spell doesn't mention that it needs to make another wisdom save.
No. I think what Nicho is saying is, did Kita get caught up in that spell?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, because Kita would have been right there.
Yeah.
Let's make a wisdom saving throw.
Make a wisdom save, Kita. I don't think that does it.
Oh.
No.
Kita.
Friendly fire.
Kita, you are charmed as well.
Damn.
I'm so sorry.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Yeah, is Saga in there too?
Oh, that's right. Should I I close enough? Should I make a?
I think you were close to the plants, so.
Oh boy. Yeah, and I have no.
Oh my god! Everyone's just standing there. Everyone's just standing there. Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, all right. We go back to the top of the order. And oh boy, okay. Someone is going to attack. So Cassie, you didn't see Henry. The monster didn't see Henry. Henry has sprung out from close to the monster and is attacking with one of the world's sharpest kitchen knives that he nicked from one of the stalls. And he is going to do that, and he is also 2. Oops. So he jumps out of nowhere. And he slams a knife. He slams the knife into the monster from behind. And he does 14 damage. Unfortunately, this also means the monster is out of its charm state.
Yep.
Alrighty, Cassie, it's your go.
Well, Cassie is definitely feeling a mix of emotions because she told him to stay put.
Yeah.
And her spell just backfired, and now the monster is awake.
Yeah.
And her friends are charmed.
Yep.
So, yeah, the first thing she's gonna do is yell at him, "I told you to stay put!" and cast Bardic Inspiration on him.
He looks at you and he tilts his head a bit.
Then she is going to cast blindness on the creature. Actually, I think I need to get closer before I can do that. So she's gonna run. I think closer to Kita, because she's gonna. No, who's closer? Kita is closer than Saga, right?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe she'll run to Saga then to hopefully try and to shake Saga to break the charm.
Mm-hmm.
And actually she's just gonna drop it because it was concentration.
Yeah,
so
So you drop charm.
Yeah, drop it, run up within 30 feet of the creature, and then cast blindness on it.
Okay, it need to make
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I have bad news.
Constitution.
I have bad news. So it'll make that save. However, it unfortunately, you see the spell take hold, and then you kind of realize it doesn't have eyes. And it figures out where you are, Cassie, and puts its eyeless gaze upon you. It is immune to blindness.
Yeah, definitely not a day for my ideas.
No, it was a good idea, though. It was a good try. Next up is the monster, unfortunately. And I think it's gonna start shambling towards you, Cassie. And it is...
Could I make an attack of opportunity?
You're pretty close, so yes.
Cool.
Because it's not focusing on you, it's looking at Cassie. Oh, that hits.
1d4 plus 1d6 plus 4.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Kita's just stacks damage.
Let's see. Okay, it staggers back a little bit. You're starting to make a dent in this thing. But it still has an attack to do, so unfortunately, it looks at you, Kita, and it lunges forward and engulfs you.
Oh, shit.
You have to take a Constitution saving throw.
What is Kita's con? It is a +2. Wait, Kita still has the Bardic Inspiration, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna add that then.
Whoop. I think that works fine.
Yeah.
So
yeah, 19.
So 19. You manage to so you don't take any damage, thankfully. But you are restrained. And you can't quite move out of it. You're stuck in there for now.
Oh no.
You are part of the mound. You are part of the salad, but you manage. You don't take damage this round.
Okay.
Kita, it is your turn next. So you took the attack of opportunity. It is now your turn.
Cool. As a bonus action, Kita's going to awaken the swarm.
Good idea.
Yep. She can do that either 2 or 3 times, I believe. Features, awaken the swarm. Let's see. One moment. Doesn't say on my sheet. So guess what? As an Ankita is going to make another prime. Let's see. Oh, so the swarms are always active, apparently.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Oh, cool, awesome.
Oh, I guess it got changed.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so Kita is going to use another primal savagery attack.
Okay.
So,
I argue advantage because you're within the thing.
Fair enough. 2d20 plus 5.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
a 24.
Wow, okay. So it doesn't like that. Roll damage.
Cool. 2d10 plus 2d6.
Holy crap. I'm gonna say because you are within it and you're kind of partially restrained. You only do half damage, but
Fair enough.
so that's I'm gonna round that up and say that's a 9.
Cool.
And it does not like you in there, but it hasn't quite released you yet. Saga, you're up.
I have another salad pun, but with the last couple rolls I got right after I made it, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna save it.
Save it.
Save it for later.
Yeah.
Save it for later. And I'm just gonna go ahead and second verse, same as the first. Gonna do a armed attack and then like use a key point to make 2 unarmed strikes. So.
Okay,
Oof.
that first one does not hit.
Now the dice are displeased that I didn't.
Yeah, no. Make up your mind, dice. Do you want puns or not? Oh!
Oh, that's a 9 and a 5.
That's oh no.
Oh, did I not? Oh.
You
know, I'm just gonna.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say none of those hit.
That actually would be a 14 and a 10 because it didn't add, like, you gotta add 5 to each of them, right?
Oh, right, a 14 and a 10. Unfortunately, neither of those hit either.
Yeah. You know what? I'm still gonna do the pun. Saga's gonna shout, "Kita, Romaine calm.
Oh my god. Does Kita have anything to say before that?
I imagine Kita would have something to say, but they currently have, you know, a mouthful of salad as they're just biting it.
Yeah. We're back at the top of the order. So... Oh, Henry should have hidden. But no, he did not hide. Let's see. Henry is going to look up at the giant mound, and I think he's gonna use his action to hide. So he will do. I say he ducks away pretty quickly out of sight of the monster. And next is Cassie.
Yeah. How are people doing for health?
Kita's only missing 6 health, so she's fine.
Yeah. Saga lost 5 health, during the first round of tomatoes, but she's fine. She's got like 30 points left.
Alright, well... okay, so, probably doesn't matter too much, but I think Cassie is going to cast a, healing word on, Kita.
Yeah. You can see Kita's hand kind of sticking out of the mass.
Which is a bonus action.
Okay, cool.
And so that I'm casting it at first level, so that's 1d4. Plus my spellcasting modifier.
Which it would be at Christmas, so...
6. Yeah. You get all that health back.
Yeah, all the health
Yep,
back.
he's
Yeah.
back up to full.
Yay. Do you have anything else?
And then for her action, she's going to shout at the monster. I thought vegetables were supposed to be good for you.
Is that
and it has to make a wisdom save.
Okay, let's see. It has absolutely no modifier for wisdom, so does that hit it?
No, that just barely doesn't pass.
It flinches at your accusatory statement.
Alright, and that's 2d4.
Oh damn, it really did not take that well.
Yeah, and it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Oh, cool. Okay, so and that's coming up actually. So it turns to you, Cassie, and like it's, let's see, what's its health at? Oh boy. Okay. And it twitches, and then it reaches over with its long tendrils to one of the remaining prized vegetables. And
Oh no.
it is going to hurl one in your direction, Cassie. And let's see. It has disadvantage, so let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. It misses you, and you hear the giant pumpkin behind you go, and you hear this one man scream, "My baby!" And that's its turn. Next is Kita.
Okay. Cool. So, let's see. Is Kita near its mouth?
You can't really see. Let's say yes. Let's say yes.
Cool. Can Kita try and climb into its mouth?
Oh God. Actually, you have to make a con save first.
A con save.
Yeah.
Does a 16 succeed?
16 succeeds. You do not get damaged.
Oh.
So, to climb up there, I say because you succeeded that con save, you are able to kind of make your way slowly towards it. Yes.
Cool. And I'm going to make an attack as Kita does so.
Okay.
And I'm going to stylize this as just Kita's claws slashing it as she climbs.
Okay. Roll to hit. That's a nat frickin' 20. Usually I'd ask you to have damage while being subsumed in this thing, but you get straight back to normal damage.
So let's see, what do I roll? 21 damage.
It did not like that. In fact, it is kind of starting... It's still got some fight left in it, but it is slowly starting to sag. Some pieces are coming off it now.
Yes, fear the child.
Fear the child covered in the blood of tomatoes. And that's your turn?
Yep.
Saga, you're up next.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do, because there's not much juice left in this guy. I'm gonna do one more flurry of blows.
Yes.
I'm gonna do one more range attack and another flurry of blows. One of these is gonna hit.
One of them is gonna hit. You can do it.
It's gonna happen. Gotta happen. Fourth time.
Fourth time's the charm. Okay, that one misses.
Oh my gosh.
Saga, you can do it.
We believe in you. Second one.
That one misses.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Please, dice.
please, no!
I've angered the dice gods with my salad puns.
Apparently they don't like salad puns. You miss all three, unfortunately, and the monster just kind of goes at you, and kind of almost, you don't know why, it almost snootily turns away from you. It's not impressed.
Oh, ouch.
And we're back to the top of the initiative order. And, let's see. And a certain someone is going to jump out of hiding again. And hits again with a sneak attack. And Henry has now come out with not a dagger but a carrot and stabbed it into this creature. And damage will be so he successfully gets 15 damage on this thing. And see. And this thing isn't looking so good right now. There's juices kind of leaking from its sides, and Henry is very quickly going to hide again as a bonus action. He trips, but and he doesn't quite hide, but he scurries away. And next up is you, Cassie.
Yeah, okay, so Vicious Mockery seems to be doing alright at the moment, so yeah, she's gonna shout at it again. I think something like, I've seen Halloween pumpkins scarier than you.
Oh shit. Let's see, wisdom save was a straight d20. Wow, it shudders at that again, and it actually looks like it's starting to sag a little bit at those cutting words. The pain, the physical pain might not be that much, but
the emotional
pain is all too real for it right now. And I will happily say that it is juiced, bloodied. I don't know. Next up is the monster again. And again, it is going to try... It's going to look at you, Cassie. And does he have disadvantage on his next attack again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time it fails a Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Well, I already know what's going to happen here, but... Okay, so it tries to grab it grabs a giant eggplant this time and hurls it at you, Cassie, and it just completely misses, and it crashes into a nearby stall, and a clown comes up and grips his head and says, "My Pythe! My beautiful Pythe!" And it just lumbers forward a little bit, but doesn't do much else. And Kita, you're up.
Let the carnage resume.
Oh no,
That's an 8.
that does not hit. Wait, actually, sorry, was that a con save or?
That was not a con save. Let me roll con save.
Okay, roll con save.
That's
You are fine. In fact, I'm going to argue, because this thing is starting to droop over, and because that was a nat 20, you managed to burst from this thing's chest and scream.
So I guess that's my turn then.
That's your turn. You escape.
Yes.
Saga. Saga, you are up.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted.
No, all good.
Okay. Oh, I can't believe Kita just burst through like an alien. That's so good. That's so good. Okay. Saga is going to. She's not gonna use a key point because to do flurry of blows again because Dice is upset. She's just going to attack again with her. Actually, she's gonna try and attack with is she fairly close and she's still close enough to attack with a melee weapon?
Oh
right?
yeah, because flurry of blows was your previous round. I'd say you're still close enough to attack.
Okay, cool. I'll just attack with her melee weapon then.
Yeah.
With her giant spoon.
Attack with the giant spoon. That hits.
Yes, finally.
For the dice gods favor the spoon.
They favor the spoon, not the Q points. Okay, and can I argue like for versatile damage because I can roll a d8 plus a d6, so.
Could you run by versatile damage?
Sure. Let me see.
Actually, I've got your sheet here.
This weapon can be used with one or two. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, it can be used as with
like
feats, like features. I think
it's under weapons.
I say you can do that. Yes. Are you using it with two hands?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do that. That's 5 damage. This thing stumbles a little under the blow of your spoon, of your mighty spoon, and it's not looking so good. And let's round back to the top of the order. Henry. Henry did not successfully hide, so let's see. He will look around a little bit and kind of shrug a bit, and then take out a larger, pointier carrot and just straight up attack. And he will attack for... yeah. And he manages to get a good swipe on it. He just a quick nick on it. And that's all for Henry. Cassie.
Yeah, so I think as a bonus action, she's gonna cast Healing Word on Saga, because I forgot to do that last time. Which I completely forgot what I'm supposed to roll for that.
Thank you for that.
Right, it's a 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier. You get 8 hit points back.
Oh, no. Granny is supercharged right now. Doing fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Cassie, what?
Yeah, at this time she's gonna shout, your aim is as terrible as your salad components.
Oh, shit.
And cast Vicious Mockery again.
Okay, let's see. D20, that's a straight D20.
There's an air horn in the distance.
That's a nat 1! Oh my god. Oh, okay. So you get double damage here, and not only does it stumble back in like terror and like it just looks down at itself. It looks down at this sad mass of vegetables and one watermelon and wonders what it has become.
Alright, roll damage. How do I do double damage? Do I just roll it and then work out from what I roll?
How many what's the dice you usually roll for Vicious Mockery?
2d4.
2d4. Do 4d4.
Alright.
It's a 6.
6.
But that's oh yeah. 6. It is not looking well. It is not looking well at all. In fact, like most of the components are just kind of sadly sagging to the ground, but it is going to make one more desperate lunge for you, Cassie.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Let's see. And it just kind of lands the side in front of you in this sad, like, and Kita, Conqueror of Vegetables, it is your turn.
Cool. Let's see. Kita's going to just start clawing at it now with normal claws.
Yeah.
So it's a d20 plus 7.
Oh,
Does a 19 hit?
That absolutely hits.
d4 plus 2d6 plus 4. And then for the second... did that kill?
So, let's see. Hang on. That's an 11. It shrieks and curdles, but like it's barely holding on. It's barely holding on, but it cries out in the agony of what it once was, what it could have been. And Saga, it's your turn.
I think I'm muted.
No.
He's gonna hit it with the quarter again. Like,
hit it with the spoon.
Out of her misery if you can. Hit it with the spoon.
That absolutely hits. Do you want to describe how you slay the salad?
Do you have any puns left?
I do. Oh, I do. I'm like, I have 2. I'm sorry we had to kale you. But it seems you've been beat. And then she just very solemnly smashes him with the spoon.
I don't even think you have to roll damage for that. It had 3 hit points left. And I'm pretty sure those 2 puns would have at least taken away 2 of them. It makes a mighty roar up into the skies. Green energy flickers around it, and it just completely falls into a pile of composts in the center of the clearing. And congratulations, you have defeated the shambling salad. And you are out of initiative.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, Cassie's gonna pull out her towel again.
Cassie, Henry kind of runs up to you and looks up at you.
She's gonna sigh and be like, I can't stay mad at that face.
And
pick him up.
Oh, Henry kind of like he still doesn't say anything, but he kind of just like clings to you a little bit. And that's when you hear Henry, oh my gosh, and out of the crowd you see Betty Huckleberry lunging over and going, oh my gosh, Henry, are you all right? And Henry's ears perk up, and he politely pats your shoulder, Cassie, to be let down.
Oh no, she totally would have put him down as soon as she saw the mum.
And Henry is going to, like, he dashes over, does a little binky in the air, and just charges up to his mom, and he flops near her. And she picks him up. It's like, oh my gosh, oh, you had me so worried. And kisses him all over his forehead. How are the rest of these characters doing?
Kita's trying to shake off the pumpkin guts.
Yeah, Cassie was gonna hand the towel to Kita.
Yeah.
Though I'm not sure how good it's going to be considering it is still covered in tomato.
I'm just gonna roll let's see. I'm gonna roll quickly. Does it actually? On a 1, it makes it worse. On a 2, it makes it better. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Manages to get off some of the pumpkin.
You look like a cat again. You don't look like
Yes.
this mound of. Oh, that's a fumble for whatever.
Yeah, I was like, I was gonna pull out a handkerchief for him, but
Aw.
okay. Oh, 14. What is that? What is that? Oh, shaving
14.
kit. Like, oh, never mind. Just gotta put it back. Like,
Yeah. You realize Betty is nearby, and she goes, oh, it's you three. Oh, thank goodness. What's happened here?
Keita's just going to cry out, I am the destroyer of all that is healthy.
And
It's a long story.
oh, I see.
sabotage.
You can see out of the corner of your eye these, like, there are some you surmise they're competitors. They're just lying down bouquets of flowers at their hard-earned their vegetables that have been ruined. And
Wait, is Saga's wife was her pumpkin in there?
roll a D. I'm gonna roll a D2.
Oh.
One, yes, it was part of the amalgamation, and 2, it is still up on stage. No!
Oh no!
Your wife is there, gently setting down a bouquet of flowers.
She goes over and she kind of like pats her shoulder a bit.
Keita will also pat her shoulder and then go, it was delicious.
Rita kind of looks at. Thank you. That helps.
Betty kind of blinks at all this, and she's like, "Oh, well, you had an exciting day today, didn't you, Henry?" And Henry just stares back at her, and she goes, "Oh, well, as long as you had fun, I suppose that's all I could ask for. As long as you're safe. Oh my goodness." And she heads over to you three, and she says, I don't know what to say. He really seems to. He usually does not take to strangers so much, but you could hold him. And she's looking at you, Cassie.
Yeah, Cassie's just gonna rub the back of her neck and go, I have a way with kids.
Henry turns towards you, Cassie, and just kind of reaches for you, actually.
Yeah, Cassie's not gonna stop her.
Yeah, and Henry kind of clambers. He misses your arms. He clambers onto your head, and just kind of stays there for a bit. And Betty kind of laughs and says, "Oh, he has trouble making friends sometimes, but I'm so happy he's getting along with people." I know this wasn't a proper job for any of you, but please, come with me back to my stall. And she's going to lead you guys all the way to the back of the market. And she is going to look through her stash of jam jars, and she says, "All right, this is a bit silly of me to ask, but what's your favorite flavor?"
I like strawberry.
She happily hands you a strawberry jar of jam, Kita, as well as I know this is a bit this is a bit much, but this is my some of my profits for today. But please take it. I'm so grateful. And she hands you 35 gold pieces.
Each?
Each.
Holy fuck.
Oh, wow.
And she looks over at you, Saga, and says, "Oh, what's your favorite, if you don't mind me asking?"
Berry.
I'm sorry?
Mulberry. I said mulberry.
Oh, mulberry. She scans her jars and she happily hands you the mulberry as well as your GP payment.
Thank you.
And then she looks at you.
Stop. She was just gonna invite her over for tea sometime.
She kind of perks up and roll insight.
Okay. Oh, what was my insight again? Oh, right.
Oh, no. But she looks touched. That's all you can really pick up from that. And she turns to you, Cassie, and says, "What's your favorite flavor?"
Peach, actually.
Peach. And she happily turns around. She scans her jars, and she gives you a lovely peach. She's like, "Oh, I specialize in pears, really, but I'm pretty sure this batch came out quite well." And she hands you the jar and your payment.
Yeah, Cassie's gonna take it and go, "By the way, if you ever need a babysitter for next year's festival, I'm more than happy to take Henry around the stalls so you don't have to worry about him."
Oh, and she kind of relaxes and says, "Henry, would you like that?" And Henry just looks at her, and you can tell that his eyes are shining a little bit. And she's like, "Oh, I think you'd like that very much." And she reaches over and picks up Henry from your head and says, "Well, I've kept you all, I've troubled you for so long. Please feel free to come back before the end of the day. I'm sure Henry would enjoy seeing you all again." And she starts tidying up her stall again, and Henry is just kind of staring at you three, looking. And roll insight for Henry.
Okay then.
Okay.
D20 plus 2.
Oh, Cassie, I think, is the only one who picks this up. Henry's kind of hesitant to see you guys go.
No.
And do you guys start heading off?
Yeah.
I think Cassie's gonna give him a hug goodbye and be like, "Don't worry, we'll see each other again. Promise. Pinky promise." Yeah, and she'll hold out her pinky for him.
Henry does not have a pinky, but he understands the significance of a pinky promise, and he will bat the side of his paw against your pinky.
Oh.
I just remembered, is Saga still injured?
No, I think...
I know, she got supercharged.
Yeah, she got supercharged, it's fine.
Yeah,
I was going to say, if Saga was still wounded, Kita could cast Cure Wounds.
But anyway, you three are walking through the crowd. Oh no, it's another fumble!
I just want to give him grandma candy.
Oh. Try again.
Yeah. I'll do like another D20 and like I'll do a D20 and see like what she fumbles and then she'll do one more. Like
Yeah, but
11 is a bar of soap.
get clean.
And she like kind of like looks at it like, well, I will need this. She's like, I'll need this later. And she kind of like puts it in an actual like pocket somewhere that she has, and then like rolls d10.
I think that gets it.
Finally.
Finally.
Yes, finally. She like kind of like grabs a handful of like small little like grandma candies that are just like caramels, and she gives one to the mother, like a couple different pieces, like for both her and her son.
Oh, and thank you.
And she kind of like winks at like Henry's like, don't stay out of trouble. Like,
and Henry looks up at you, and kind of tilts his head a bit. So you guys are off, but as you start walking, you feel, I'll say Cassie, you feel a small tug on your wing.
Yeah, she'll look down.
Henry is there, and he suddenly appeared with three bottles of something. And he's going to lift them up with all of his strength up towards you three.
Can we tell what they are?
Roll perception.
That's 21.
Yeah. Kita, that's enough for everyone, I think, but everyone can roll. Oh no. Saga's like, oh, what's this? You realize that he is handing you all one potion of healing.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
And he quickly shoves them into your possession. You don't know where he got these from.
I'm sure it's fine.
You're sure it's fine. And he looks up at you, flicks one ear, and then quickly hurries back to his mom. And as you continue the day, you see there's a small air of paranoia of what just happened. Some people are the vegetable stalls experience a slight decline in sales. The winner of the veggie competition is a giant orc who had a tiny little onion, but because that got overlooked by the giant monster, and he's very proud of himself and his little onion. The Order of Trowel you see sitting to the side of one stall, and you see Chrysanthemum with her arms crossed and her hat off, and she's staring down at her shoes while Lily and Violet are both giving her a very stern talking to. Now, you knew the rules. You're better than this. Yeah, and you chased a kid around. Where were you thinking, man? Like I don't like what fame has done to your head. Yes, and furthermore, and they're just tearing into her.
Yeah, Cassie is not intervening with that.
Yep. and you can see Chris just kind of slowly sinking into her like herself. So.
I will say that in plain view of them, Kita's just going to pull out their broom and just hop on it. Yes. They just reach into their hammer space, pull out their flying broom, just hop on it.
Yeah. And Chris is too mired in self-pity to really notice, but Lily and Violet notice, and they turn around and they do a friendly like, oh, hello, thank you for everything. And Lily's like, yeah, you guys are cool. And then immediately they turn back and start, now listen, you're grown adults, you should have known. And they just keep ripping into the and yeah, as the scoldings of the members of Trowel rise up, you guys decide to finally have a leisurely shopping trip throughout the farmer's market. And that's it.
Cool.
Oh, that was so great.
Thank you guys so much for playing. I'm sorry we overshot the time.
That's fine. I don't mind.
Good.
Thank you guys so much for playing. I really appreciate what you brought here and yeah. Words.
Thank you for this game. It was great fun.
I'm so glad you guys
was.
enjoyed it.
I had a lot of fun.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to stop recording here. And thank you all for listening. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.